Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Christian Duke from StrengthAddicts.com. We're here at the Hilton Saturday, Arnold Classic 2015 with Charles the Tank Dixon. Charles, how's it going?
Man, going good, man. As you can see, I get a little full, get a little calories in my stomach.
Absolutely, man. You're always eating, training, and growing, right?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, so let's talk about, we can talk about, how you came up, why you started lifting. We're going to do that in another video, but we want to know, everybody wants to know about the Arnold Classic. So let's talk about, first off, let's talk about last year. What did you place here last year?
Placed sixth last
You
year.
placed sixth. And this year, fifth.
Moved up a spot.
A lot of us thought you were fourth. I thought you could have been third.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, you moved up a spot, and we were talking about the Arnold, how this is such a very special show because unlike the Olympia, which is also an incredibly special show and it's where the very best in the world go, the Arnold is an invitational.
Right.
So that's got to make you feel real good that you got in.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about like the depth of the lineup? Like what are some thoughts that you walked away from the stage with as far as your fellow competitors, as far as the way the show is promoted and run? What would you say to that?
Great. I mean, like you pretty much hit it around the head. It's an invitational show. And, man, I'm sure that it is plenty of 212 competitors that, sent their SAN and wanted to compete. But just to be one of the top, actually with 9 of us. I thought it was going to be 10, but actually with 9 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, to be, chosen to one of the 9 to compete in this prestigious show, man, within itself, it was an honor. I mean, of course, man, everybody know Arnold Schwarzenegger, man.
Of course.
He's, legend within itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not only a bodybuilder, we know the Conan, Predator.
Exactly.
All those good movies and stuff, man. So, just to be invited to this show 2 years back to back, actually. Mm-hmm. And actually be a part of the first inaugural, 212.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was awesome, man. So, last year you had, Flex and Dave, High, Aaron, and this year, the lineup was tough. You had pretty much the same lineup minus Flex and Dave. So you had High, Aaron, Jose, which congrats to Jose again for winning his big win, which me and Jose are really good friends. So congrats again, bro. And man, just to move up another spot. Last year I played 6th and move up to 5th and actually qualify for the Olympia.
Excellent.
I didn't know that. I was sitting thinking, I was like, man, now I got to do another spot.
Oh, you qualified by winning 5th place here?
Top 5.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that with the Arnold you could do that.
And well, actually Trey told me, my coach. And I was like, what, man? I made the Olympia too.
Awesome.
So, man, even though, I went up a spot, which is always, accomplishment of mine that I always want to do is place in the top 5 of each show.
Absolutely.
That I do. And I accomplished that goal and also made the Olympia also. And so, man, I'm good with it. I mean, of course you always want to win. You want to,
Sure.
I kind of thought that, I was hoping that I, top 3, top 4, but.
Well, like I said, I mean, like I definitely had you in the top 3. Mm-hmm. And, some, people out there might say, well, you're biased because you're a big, Charles Dixon fan. And I am, but I mean, at the same time, you've got the aesthetics. You came in hard like you always do. But aside from that, when Trey told me a couple days ago that you were at 210.6 pounds, I was like, I mean, this is the biggest we've seen. I mean, people have said that too. They said, you came in huge, but you didn't come in like, just big. You came in ripped, you came in balanced. You know what I mean? You're a great poser. You promote like crazy. So people, I think some of the fans are kind of at a loss for words, why you didn't place higher. But then again, top 5, the differences are so minute.
Right.
And again, it is subjective. So,
it can be at times. It can be a little over subjective.
I mean, for example, like Hidetada, who I think is a great guy. He's got a great physique. You beat him and in Chicago. Right. And he was gracious and a good sport enough to say that he wasn't injured, he wasn't off. You beat him fair and square.
Yeah.
So that's I think pretty big. And the other thing too that I think is really cool about you, Charles, is that now that you're qualified for the Olympia, you could technically sit on your laurels, chill out until the Olympia, but you actually are prepping for another show, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do it's actually from what I understand, it's a new show, St. Louis show in 4 weeks.
Jack Tatone show, yeah.
Yeah, so
cool.
I'm gonna put my hat in that and see what I can do with that show. I when I got in this sport, it wasn't. I didn't want to do a show, take a break. When I got in this sport, I got to compete. And I love to compete, man. You know, even with my football days, sports days back in college and high school, etc. I mean, I got in the sport to compete, and I just don't. I can't see myself just doing one show, taking this long break.
Right.
And, all that training I done.
Absolutely.
Just one show. If I'm a trainer, I want to train do a few shows a year. So yeah, I'm very competitive, man. And one of the things I want to have on my resume when I do retire from the sport is they can say that the Tank won this show, the Tank won that.
Absolutely.
Show. And I want to keep my resume going in a positive light, which I think if this is correct number, this is my 28th show, and out of 20 shows, this is my I only placed out of top 10 3 times. So
I guess as we sort of wrap up the interview, though, I really do want to ask you, what's it like being a part of Team Hodge, working with Trey, interacting with the other teammates, and also talk to us about your sponsor, because I see you on Instagram and Facebook 24/7, 100, always talking about the products, that mystery mix in that little green cup every day. You're like, I'll tell you this in X amount of weeks. So you got the phone ringing over here. You're a popular guy.
Man, they try to get to me. Huh?
Absolutely, man. So Team Hodge and sponsor.
Oh, man. What I can't begin to tell you about this cat, man. Trey, Mr. Hodge, Dr. Trey, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Man, he been a blessing. I mean, he been a blessing. I mean, a lot of people know the story with me. When me and him actually started working with each other, I was that close to retiring.
Yeah.
Man, I was doing my prep by myself, and man, I was going through a few personal issues, man, and my prep wasn't going the way it's supposed to go, and I just got real frustrated. And I was like, man, and actually at the time, me and him and Monique Jones was training partners, and I came in the gym one day, man. I said, man, I think I'm done. Man, I kind of told him a little story about what was going on, etc. And he was like, man, just give me a chance. He said it was 6 weeks from Muscle Heat 2012 October, and I was just like, okay, man. I probably said if we do good, fine. If you like it, fine. If you don't, you can make your own decision. So in 6 weeks, man, that cat made a tremendous improvement in my body. So that we just kept rolling. I mean, so with his knowledge and everything that he knows about, and I didn't know he did contest pro then.
Right.
I said, man, why you didn't tell me you did contest pro? He said, you never did ask.
Right.
You never did say nothing.
For sure. And one thing too, just to interject. From talking to him on social media and talking to you, but more so from talking to him, it sounds like you're the kind of guy that if he says, look, this is the game plan, you're not going to cheat and you're going to just take it 100. You're going to do what you got to do. But it's weird, though, because you have some guys, some top-level guys that you hear about it. Sometimes the coaches say, they cheated or they fell off the wagon. But, it sounds like, you two are on the same page, which is real good.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
and also he's also sort of, he's like semi-retired from the sport, so he's really like pushing you.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's training you, and then he's working out on himself, and it's like all about you and the other team members. So
yeah, man, like we first started, man, it was me and him, and he's like, man, after we started having a little success, he said, I'm just gonna focus on you. He said, you gonna be my focal point until we start having some success, and I have been. So now he done got me kind of spoiled. So
right.
It's kind of like, man, I said I would never go to a show without you. And nothing, never. So, man, the prep, man, whatever you tell me to do, man, I'll do it. I don't think I might chew a piece of bubble gum or something here and there.
Right.
But other than that, man, everything he prescribed me to do, I do it. Sometimes, man, it be like, whoa. But I know he got my best interest at heart.
Absolutely.
And not only that, man, we became good friends. He my brother from another mother.
Exactly.
And, man, we hang out sometimes, man. We go out, talk to each other.
That's good.
Phone, watch football, go to football games.
That's good. That's real good.
We got good camaraderie. Even with other teammates, man. Like, other guys and females that he trained also. Mm-hmm. We have get-togethers sometimes and hang out during Christmas break, exchange gifts on each other's birthdays. So not only we all doing the same thing for us, competing, training, eating, dieting,
right.
etc. Man, we got a good little family base. Everybody, know my son. He ain't right at the gym, and they know Rock, and Rock know them. So, I mean, not only it make you feel good, your coach got your best interests at heart as far as your career, but also as a good friend and good family. He like family to me.
Absolutely. And your sponsor, I mean, for an athlete, having a good sponsorship that's got your back and takes care of you.
Performance Labs, I can't. Aaron, hi, appreciate you. Man, they've been great, man. They've been awesome. We started collaborating with each other right about 3 weeks before Chicago Pro last year. Mm-hmm. And as Chicago Pro, man, we just kind of made it official, signed with them, and I mean, I'm kind of like the focal point of the company. And something I wanted. I always wanted a smaller company to kind of grow with.
Of course, yeah.
Man, I got that. They've been a blessing. They take care of me, man. They like family too. I mean, actually, they weren't able to actually get a booth at the Arnold this year, but man, we've been collaborating with each other on the phone. They were talking congratulations. They've been online watching the whole thing. Talked to Aaron on the phone. Man, they've been great. Good products, and man.
And the mystery mix, right? The mystery mix, yeah.
Mystery mix. All right. For those of y'all who did not see my Facebook post about what was in the green cup, the mystery mix. All right. For those fitness advocates, everybody know apple cider vinegar is a very, very effective weight loss tool. So what I do is I take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and everybody know Performance Lab carries FitMax. FitMax is a pre-workout which actually promotes fat loss. So I take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a scoop of FitMax, and take like about 2 or 3 ounces of 0 calorie Powerade. Yeah. And I shoot it down, and actually, man, it helps. I promise it helps.
Right.
Now, apple cider vinegar, I knew about it, but of course, the brainiac himself, Trey Hodge, put the apple cider vinegar on my diet first thing in the morning on empty stomach. So that's the mystery mix. Y'all try it out. I promise it works. So.
For sure. Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time. Man, I could sit here all day asking you questions, but you got to eat and you got to rest. I mean, it's been a very busy. I mean, even when you were on the way over here, Trey kept saying you guys kept getting stopped here. People wanting to talk to you, take photos with you. And that's something I got to say about the 212. I mean, nothing against the open, but the 212 is breathing some really much needed new life into the sport of bodybuilding, and you're at the forefront.
Man,
so
what's so funny that a lot of when you see when we backstage together, 212s. I mean, we got some good camaraderie. I mean, you can ask like me and Jose, Aaron, and the first time me and Eduardo had a conversation yesterday. Mm-hmm. Well, which is so funny, man. We all got each other's phone numbers, man. We text each other. Dave Henry, he texted me while I was here, told me congratulations on the placements. Hey, what's so funny is that we compete against each other, and we all definitely want to win or place high. But we actually got some good camaraderie going with each other. But nothing against them open boys. I don't think they like each other. They don't talk. I mean, some of them do. They do. I mean,
what are you talking about? They don't like each other. I mean, Phil and Kai are best friends, aren't they?
Hope they don't fight again.
Right.
But man, you can't. I mean, in this sport, for us, it's kind of like a one-man sport. But at the same token, man, we all got the same goals. We want to win. We want to place high. We want the trophies. We want the big checks. But it's also good to know, man, that we all can be friends off stage. So.
Absolutely.
So, we got some good camaraderie, man. So the 212.
It's a place to be.
Some good guys.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for Charles the Tank Dixon, Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com.
Yeah, appreciate it, Chris.